Dancer slipped silently into the main reception hall of Mock's Hold and peered round. It was night, and only the torches in their sconces lit the broad, empty chamber. Turning, he nodded to Surly and indicated the stairs. "He's in his rooms," he mouthed as quietly as possible. Surly, a Napan woman bearing the characteristic blue hue of those Isles natives, turned to the two men hanging back, also Napans. Cartheron Crust and Urko Crust were brothers, but as unalike as night and day, since Cartheron stood short and wiry, while Urko bulked as wide as an ox. "No one comes down or up," she ordered. Cartheron nodded, while his brother smacked one meaty fist into the other palm. Dancer and Surly glared at the loud slap of flesh, and he grimaced, muttering, "Sorry." Surly started up. Her bare feet were silent on the polished stone. Dancer glided with her almost as if he were floating up the steps. Together they reached one particular door in the hall and took up positions to either side. They nodded in unison. Then Dancer took the latch and threw open the door. Both stormed into the chamber. An aged, dark-skinned Dalhon native snorted at the interruption, feet up on a desk, arms crossed over his paunch. He blinked, surprised, then frowned his displeasure. "So," he announced, "it has come to this." "You leave us no choice, Kellanved," Dancer answered. "If you cooperate, we'll make it quick." The wizened elder twisted up his lips and turned his face away. He crossed his arms. "Never. You wouldn't dare." With a gesture as graceful as his name, Dancer invited Surly forward. She leaned up against Kellanved's desk. Crossing her arms, she cleared her throat and began. "Let me see. Nom Purge remains in perpetual warfare with Quan Tali. Dalhon is currently probing a weakened Itko Khan's borders. The Seti continue to attack anyone other than travellers who enters the Central Plains. The War Marshal of the Blurian League, in secret connivance with Unta, is steadily isolating Gris from its surrounding principates and allies, while the city-state of Khorne sells arms and provides mercenaries to all sides." The wrinkled ancient had pressed his hands to his ears and was shaking his head. "No! Stop this horrible babble! You're killing me!" "Then how are we to proceed?" Dancer demanded. "Tell us what you have in mind, for once." "Never! The element of surprise." "Surprise our enemies," Dancer pleaded. "Not us." He nodded for the woman to continue. "Surly here has spent a great deal of time thinking about Nap." The ancient mage rolled his eyes. "Oh, please, who cares about Nap now? Dancer, a much more profound errand beckons." The assassin glared a warning. "Hear her out at the least." Kellanved groaned and let his head fall to the desk. Ignoring this, Surly went on. "We should approach Dalhon for an agreement exempting their shores and merchants from all attacks. We could ask for 20 ships with crews, or funding to the equivalent. For if we take Nap, we will be the sole raiders of the southern seas, and they know this." Kellanved's head snapped up. "We? What is this we business?" He eyed Dancer narrowly. Dancer pressed a hand to his brow in frustration. "That's all you take away from that. This is sound strategy. I think we should listen." The mage set his elbows on the desk and steepled his fingers before his chin. He regarded Dancer with some scepticism. "And just which we are we talking about here?" "You, me, us, whoever. Just listen, damn it all to burn." Kellanved pursed his lips and bounced his steepled fingers from them, then lowered his hands to grip the desk. "Very well. I shall reveal my plans. They are as follows. We shall take all our ships, attack Dariel, and take Nap." He thrust a bent finger into the air. "Ha!" Surly and Dancer eyed one another, appalled. Dancer pulled a hand down his face. "God have mercy," he muttered, and turned away to pour a drink.